It is a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Welcome to Newsfeed right here at TV47. My name is Stanley Nyirungita. Remember, you can always talk to us on our social media platforms at TV47KE. A handful of stories prepared for you this hour, including immediate former Member of Parliament for Ainabkoi constituency, William Chepkut, is dead. According to the family, Chepkut passed on this morning at the Medihill Hospital, Nairobi, where he was rushed after collapsing at home. Chepkut has been unwell for some time and was admitted to hospital for long between late last year and early this year. Chepkut served the constituency between 2017 to 2022 as an independent candidate. He was, however, floored by UDA candidate Samuel Chepkonga in the August polls. The former lawmaker also served as the personal assistant of the late Minister Nicholas Biwott between 1997 to 2003 during the late President Daniel Moi's reign. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Now, moving on, police have commenced investigations following an incident where a KDF officer in Nanyuki allegedly shot and killed a woman who is said to be his girlfriend before shooting himself. Beatrice Watare with the details.
Police are trying to piece together events that transpired just before 9:30 p.m. on Thursday that led to the death of KDF officer and a woman said to be his girlfriend in Nanyuki. It is reported that around 21:30 hours, information was received from Maximila Wairimo, who is a resident of Nanyuki town, that a gunshot sound was heard near his neighbor's house, after which police were alerted and rushed to the scene.
Last evening, we say late last evening at around 2100 hours, we received a report, a distress call from town, from one of the caretakers of a rental place near 62 Hotel Paradise, that there was gunshots coming from one of the rooms, those rental places.
Confirming the incident, Laikipia CCIO Onesmus Towet said that upon arrival, they found the house locked from the inside, and upon breaking it to gain entry, found two dead bodies, one of a woman in civilian clothing and the other in combat uniform.
Police broke that house and entered. After entering, they found that there was two human being bodies on the ground. One dressed in military uniform and another one dressed in civilian.
It is suspected that the two were in a relationship and could have had a disagreement before the unfortunate incident took place.
It could have been an issue of relationship which had gone so, but it is too early to conclude now. Investigation is still going on.
The two bodies were taken to the Nanyuki Referral Hospital, awaiting an autopsy and further investigations. Beatrice Watare, TV47.
Thank you, Watare, for that. Moving on, Turkana political leaders led by the Governor Jeremiah Lemurkai have continued to strongly condemn frequent raids carried out by cattle rustlers from the neighboring West Pokot County, arguing that it is time for the national government to act and address security issues in the Kerio Valley once and for all. Speaking in South and East Turkana areas, they gave relief food to the attacked victims. The leaders further called upon the president through the Ministry of Interior to arrest and prosecute leaders who incite and finance the rustlers.
Our able President of the Republic of Kenya, that anybody, any politician that has taken issues of maiming, killing, murdering people, those leaders must be brought to book. And a serious action equivalent to what they are doing be taken against them. Kwa sababu hatutakubali watu wa kutuua. Unakuja unachoma watoto wetu, unachoma akina mama, na unakuja unaua askari ya serikali ya Kenya. Wale wanakupatia security.
Lakini tunaomba serikali ipeleke operation sehemu ya Tiati, huku mahali ambapo bandia ama majambazi wamekuja kushambulia wakazi wa kutoka Turukana. Yule mtu ambaye amekuwa mchochezi kwa mambo ya kutoleta usalama ni kiongozi mmoja kule sehemu ya Tiati, na huyo kiongozi anaitwa Kamket. Hakuna venye Kamket ataepa atoroje aseme ati anataka kurudi chama ingine, akae ile chama yake. Sisi tuko na rais kwa chama yetu, na chama yetu tunataka kuhakikisha kuwa wale watu ambao wameponea kwa mambo ya uhalifu wakamatwe.
And from that, Laikipia East member of the National Assembly, Mwangi Kiunjuri, now wants the government to prioritize school feeding programs before embarking on food reliefs to homesteads. This is due to the drought crisis that is being experienced in various parts of the country, with school-going children among those bearing the greatest brand. Speaking in Widara Village Ngobit, a ward in Laikipia East constituency, the lawmaker said that giving food in schools will help in retaining students and pupils, and thus maintaining the standards of education. Kiunjuri further asked the government to redirect its resources in saving lives by providing food to the affected regions.
Na mimi naongea na county commissioner wangu, nitaongea na governor Irongo, na nitaongea na Nairobi. Ile chakula itapatikana, kwanza ipelekewe watoto wa shule. Manake watoto hawasomi. Hakuna haja ya kupeleka mtoto shule, anaenda nakaa na mtoto mwingine amebeba chakula naye hana chakula. Even performance will be affected. And that is how you see a lot of discrepancies when they come to examinations this year. Tunataka kuuliza serikali swala moja tu. Manake tuko na kiangazi na serikali imeweka mikakati vile Wakenya watasaidiwa, wale ambaye kiangazi imewasogea sana wapate chakula. Tunataka kuuliza serikali, kabla ya kupatia wananchi chakula kwao nyumbani, kwanza tuwe na mpango wa kupatia wanafunzi chakula mashuleni.
And to some education matters, Vihiga Governor Wilbert Otichile is asking the taskforce reviewing the competency-based curriculum taskforce to seek opinions from all key stakeholders in the education sector, including private schools. Speaking at Mbale, where he officially opened the Western Region Directors Workshop of Kenya Private Schools Association, KPSA, Oticho lauded the private learning institution, citing that they are steps ahead in adopting and implementing the new curriculum. He therefore urged the task force to relook on the program's implementation strategy rather than abolishing the whole curriculum system.
Which I think you already have been asked here. We already have a task force that is trying to look at the challenges the CBC is facing in the country and how we can address the same. The task force should be able to engage the private schools and be able to understand from your experience, the experience we have had with the CBC, how best we can improve that program. In my view, CBC is a good program, but the implementation, how it's being implemented may be the challenge. As a county, we have committed with our local leadership of the private schools that we are going to engage, get into an MOU, and identify areas of collaboration.
Now to some sad news. A somber mood has engulfed Munenge village in Matiha, Navaholo, Kakamega County after a 4-year-old child living with disabilities was found dead in a pit latrine after she went missing for some days. It is reported that the child went missing while playing with friends. Hambe Emmanuel with more.
According to the child's mother, Ruth Joy, the deceased Esther Awinja went missing when they were leaving the church, and that the child was born with disability and could not walk.
Alikuwa na wenzake wakicheza kanisani. Wakati alitoka kwenda kuangalia wenzake, wenzake wakamwacha nyuma. Vile alimwacha nyuma kurudi kuangalia akupata wenzake. Na wakati alifika kanisani hapo akashindwa vile atarudi kuangalia utafuta wenzake. Huyu mtoto kuna ulemavu, alizaliwa na hiyo shida. Alafu shida yake hakuwa anatembea, alikuwa anatambaa tu peke yake.
Ruth says with assistance of her friends, they searched for her daughter all day without success. At first, she thought the child had been stolen.
Kajinikuwa natafuta akaniambia hapana, pengine mtu amechukua mtoto, anakupea punishment. Nikasema kama amenipea punishment, akipatikana na mimi pia nitachukua nitamchukulia punishment. Tutamalizana mbele kwa serikali.
The father to the deceased, Stephen Juma, says he received the report and started looking for the child before finding her dead inside the pit latrine.
Nikaenda nikachukua tochi ya simu. Nikamulika. Naona tu kitu huko ndani. Na sioni ni nini. Na nikarudi nyuma. Nikakuja nikachukua taa yangu. Nikaenda nikaingiza mkono ndani ya choo.
According to Joseph, Esther was disabled and could not go far and often was playing in the house with her friends.
So alikuwa anawezeshwa tu kutamba, ama kama ako kwa nyumba anasimama anashika kwa meza alafu anaanza kusungukia kwa meza.
The body of the deceased was moved to Kakamega Referral Hospital mortuary as the family prepare for the burial arrangements. Khaemba Emmanuel, TV47.
Right, some sad news right there. And still on the same county, Shianda Health Center in Mumias East Sub-County is experiencing an influx of patients, straining the facility's capacity. It is reported that by August this year, the hospital received 15,000 patients against the required 10,830 patients per year. The clinical officer in charge of the facility, Simwa Tatule, said that the hospital is experiencing an influx of patients and currently it has only 7 nurses and 1 clinical officer who doubles up as the administrator. Speaking during a community-based scorecard forum and a program dubbed Timiza Ugatuzi, the project manager for Kakamega County Civil Society Organization Network, Donald Mumbo said the project aims to improve service delivery in health centers across the county for a health society. The program has been rolled out by civil society organizations in 16 counties.
It's an organization that is helping us to have a link with the community, because there are lots of things that the community expects from us, but they may not be able to communicate directly to us. So through this CSO, we are now able to communicate so that they tell us what they want or what their perception is, and we are also able to respond and tell them what is the actual status on the ground.
So this project was started in March 2022. And it was driven by the fact that we realized that there are so many service delivery accountability issues around the health sector in Kakamega County that are not being addressed, and therefore they are affecting access to services by the people in Kakamega County.
Shanda Dispensary is a facility that is serving a catchment population of over 10,830. But currently the facility has had influx of patients because of so many issues that are happening around. This has led to so many turnaround time of patient to elongate, and services are of course in need because the facility has shortage of staffs. There's a number of healthcare workers, that's clinical officers.
Right now to some county politics, and the independent candidate Ainabkoi has joined the long list of candidates seeking to replace outgoing Senator Moses Wetangula after he was elected as the National Assembly Speaker. Makoha, alias Captain, has promised to revive stalled industries like pan paper and empower the youth to once elected on the 8th of December 2022. He has also assured Bungoma residents that his leadership will be consultative to achieve the desired development agenda. The Bungoma senatorial race has attracted notable names like former Bumula MP Mwambu Mabonga, Wetangula's aide Wafula Wakoli, Agrey Mutuma na Mercy, among others.
A new look and extensive feel to Bungoma. I trust that this is the right time for the people of Bungoma should elect a fictional leader to captain the country to the nation level, who is none other than Captain Makoha. I am the voice of the people, a man of visionary, and an equal leader who is the set to bring a change oversight role. I will engage all the groups as I will work with all elected leaders in the country, right from the MCS and all the legislators from all 9 constituencies.
And from that, in a bid to protect children's rights in the country, the judiciary has launched a children's court in Machakos to oversee cases relating to children. Speaking during the launch, Judge Teresia Madheka said that it was the society's responsibility to work with the judiciary so as to safeguard the rights of children and ensure that child-related cases are heard and determined as fast as possible. Chiefs taking up children cases have equally been advised to ensure children's rights are upheld at the village setup.
Children Court Users Committees ndio wao wanahusika na kazi ambayo inatendeka mwezi huo. Kazi yao ni wakutane, waangalie kesi ambazo zimerundikana mahakamani, washirikiane ili ziweze kufanywa pamoja. Unajua kesi inahitaji hakimu, prosecutor na watu wale wengine. So mwezi wa 11 watakuwa wanafanya kazi hiyo, sio wao peke yao, lakini Kenya mzima. Kwa hivyo kazi yetu pia ni kucoordinate hiyo kazi, na kama wanahitaji training kufanya hiyo kazi pia tunakuja tunawasaidia kufanya. Jambo la kwanza la kukumbuka ni kwamba machifu they are recognized by the Children's Act as authorized officers. Inamaanisha kwamba wana majukumu ya kisheria kuhusu kupata haki kwa watoto. Kwa hivyo jukumu lao la kwanza ni kuhakikisha mtoto anapata haki. So ikiwa chief anafanya kinyume na vile sheria inasema, sasa ni jukumu la kila mwananchi kupeana hiyo ripoti.
Disability is not only limited to physical disorder, but also mental issue. From depression.
I was under depression for like 2 years.
Bipolar.
Bipolar disorder is a mood disorder.
And even suicidal thoughts.
When I was just about to hang myself, a certain voice just talked to me, and I believe that was God. I tried suicide more than 6 times.
Beyond the Limit has gone beyond its limit to find answers so as to help everyone go through life with ease. Join Muthoni Maina every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Starting this September at 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday, The Realtor brings it all to perspective. We identify a property, discuss and demonstrate the journey towards ownership.
Professionals who have integrity, and from their catalog you can easily read that these are professionals who are able to deliver.
Everywhere you go, you have to up your games, you have to go with the trends.
Not forgetting the margins as well as the risks that come along.
The runaway prices of the land. We are saying that it's something that we can never go without mentioning. Any developer will not go without mentioning price of land.
Don't miss out. Do you want the latest news on farming? We've got the WikiLeaks for you. Get it? No? Well, okay. Every week, we give you insights on different farms, from crop farming to animal keeping.
They're very hardy insects, yeah? The larvae is a very hardy insect.
We look forward to having an optimum production in maybe about 5 years. Yes. Oh. Yeah.
So we plant every week and we harvest every week.
Join Violet Njoki every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. as we skooma the wiki.
It's not all the time you have to read your farm. Sometimes it's of benefits.
starting this September at 8:30 p.m.
Hi and welcome to The Grind. My name is Violet Njoki.
We continue to provide the platform that aims to inform and educate on business-related matter. We are here to ask all the relevant questions on your behalf.
When it comes to
Right, welcome back. Now, in case you're just cooking your lunch right now, eating it, or planning to eat your lunch, listen to this next story. Insect farming has now gained popularity in the country, with researchers now asking Kenyans to embrace it as a delicacy. According to researchers, snail and cricket farming have proven to bear fruits and are more nutritious and healthy. Chapter Boyd reports on the lucrative venture.
As deforestation reduces the natural habitat of the African giant snail, entrepreneurs are carving out a profitable niche market which farms for the delicacy whose slime demand is on the rise. The somewhat unpopular snail farming is now gaining traction, as besides making money through selling snails for food, snail farmers can make an extra coin from the sale of the slime, which is on high demand not only in the beauty sector but also in the health sector.
The fresh part of it, it's edible. It got high nutritive value in terms of amino acids, which are higher than that of poultry and the chicken. It got a lot of omega-3, it got selenium to boost immunity, and its meat is low in cholesterol, so it's good in managing the lifestyle diseases like the cardiovascular, the hypertension, diabetes, and such.
It is estimated that a litre of slime costs 1,200 shillings. One snail gives an approximate of 7 millilitres. That means one needs more than 300 snails to make a litre of the product. It is, however, achievable since a snail lays 300 eggs in 3 months and takes 21 days to hatch.
After they hatch, the young ones will take up to 5 months so that they can start giving you the bioproducts. One of the bioproducts we have is the slime.
According to Ann Mudhui, a researcher for snail farming at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, slime is used in making body cream and soap, adding that a research has commenced to establish whether the slime can also be used medically as cough syrup.
So it also have the pharmaceutical sense of it, and that one is what is currently under research. Then the other part, which is the shell, the shell is 98% calcium carbonate, so itself is a rhyming material. For one, we can grind it to get the calcium powder. The calcium powder, we use it to supplement the animal feeds.
Those seeking to start snail farming must, however, get an approval license from the Kenya Wildlife Service. Stella Maina is also a researcher for cricket farming at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. According to her, crickets contain 63% of protein and contain a host of beneficial vitamins and has become a diet to Kenyans since it gained popularity in the region.
So after 2.5 months, we harvest them now for our consumption. So we harvest them alive. Then from there we kill them. After killing them, we dry them, bake them to make products. So here we have dried crickets and also baked for chewing like snacks. We also have cricket powder here. As you can see, this is cricket meal. This one is what we have now used to add value to cricket cookies and also ujietu.
Crickets whose life cycle goes up to 3 months are created with 300 to 500 eggs, which are laid fertilized. The male crickets chirp as a form of attracting the female crickets.
After they die, you can collect the dead ones now and make animal feeds. So for the animal feeds, you can also harvest them alive if you won't eat them. We get manure, which is very, very nitrogenous into our farm, and it is also rich in phosphorus.
Insect farming is now recognized in the country, as researchers say they are more nutritious and could be replaceable to other more expensive sources of